I'm Dante.
I'm Haruna.
And this is Taya, and we are the Huskies. Welcome back. We had a question in our question request box on Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, you can follow it down there, and I'm going to learn how to talk in the meantime. So today we're going to be talking about English. One of our questions was, how did she learn English? And this question was from one of my students, and I always answer my students' questions, even if I don't know the answer at that moment. This one's actually pretty easy for me to talk about, but we're going to be talking about it today, and hopefully our viewers can understand some things that she talks about. If you need captions for the Japanese learners, it's down here. So, Ha-chan.
Hi. You say Ha-chan.
Haruna.
Hi. It's Haruna. Okay, hi. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you some questions, and let's just see where it goes. So, you have been speaking English fluently since when?
Fluently.
Yes.
That's not my judge, but I think from around No. When I was in college.
In college.
Yeah.
You studied abroad in college, right?
Mm.
Do you think that helped you?
Honestly, I was like kind of really prepared student before going study
Going abroad? Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's stop there, because
Yeah.
going abroad doesn't even matter then. Let's go back. Let's go backwards in time. So let's talk about high school then.
High school, yeah.
How was your English in high school?
It's all right.
Would you say you were low, middle, high?
I went to New Zealand for like only a month.
Yeah.
Like I know it was one of the school club.
It was study abroad. Or study abroad, was it student exchange?
Homestay.
Okay.
It was homestay. And I could understand most of the English they talked about.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to reply.
I see.
I was that level.
That's a common issue for most Japanese learners, or rather Japanese students of English. They know what you're saying, but they don't know how to respond in the way that expresses their feelings.
Yeah, like I would say I could express how I wanted to say, maybe like 60%.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say basically the words, but not the feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the worst part of learning a language is
it was
you have a specific personality. You okay?
Like I knew like sometimes people were disrespecting me, like something like, oh, that's an interesting topic, but I don't know how to jump in.
I see.
Like, yeah, something like that.
All right, so well, let's go. How did you get to that 60% though? Like you said you were 60% of the way there. So I'm assuming that you had some great English teachers at school, right?
At school, honestly, I didn't learn most of my English. I learned from myself.
Okay. Let's stop right there. No.
I can't say myself.
Nope. Don't go back. Keep that same energy. What did you do by yourself to help your English?
Listening to music.
For example?
For example, like music like this.
Black music.
I listen to pop music though.
For example?
At that time it was Justin Bieber. I started with the Justin Bieber. Everyone does. Shut up. Everyone's Justin Bieber. I was not really into One Direction, Taylor Swift, but most of them were into those people at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm as you can see, I'm Gen Z, like relation of Gen Z.
All right, so wow, it's terrible. So you listen to music. What else did you do?
Dancing.
Dancing. So,
dancing, yeah.
What kind of dance? Ballet, classic?
I started with the hip hop, and most of the hip hop, music is
English.
English and also
Black.
people. That's when I started learning like super serious words, like because there's some rapping toka stuff like that, and like there's some word you can't understand without listening to again and again and again, or like actually googling it
And understanding the context.
Yeah,
a lot of English is doublespeak, metaphors, similes, especially rap music. It's never straightforward, which in a way, like Japanese students, I know they kind of understand doublespeak because Japanese is full of doublespeak. Understanding that in Japanese, there is what you say and what you mean, and those two things are different things. In English, it's the same. I know sarcasm, doublespeak, metaphor, simile.
I learned most of the sarcasm and what is it? Kind of dirty word from hip hop. That helped.
Good to contribute something to learning. Okay, so I know you learned all this by yourself. What was your base though? What was the thing that started you on your English journey? Were your parents good at English?
No, my dad is terrible at English, but he loves movie. So I started with movies, watching a bunch of movies.
Okay. I know
with English subtitles.
Gotcha. Okay. And it had Japanese subtitles.
Oh yeah, Japanese subtitles.
But English sound.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then like did you do any special schools or anything like that?
I went to ECC.
Okay.
From when I was 4.
For those of you who are not in Japan, ECC is an English conversation class or school where students can get tutoring in the basics of English all the way up to business level English. This is not an advertisement. I do not work for ECC. I ever want to work for ECC, but it is what it is. So I have your base. Like you went to ECC.
The base is from ECC. Like, so I had a hard time when I learned SVO in
subject, verb, object.
Yeah, in junior high school because I didn't think that way.
Yeah, because when you just learn to speak, you don't think about the mechanics.
SVO, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I would say I was good at speaking speaking English, but I was kind of bad at thinking like strategy toka. I was bad at SVO.
Yeah, you were good about thinking about it. You were good at thinking about it naturally. So, I think my last question is, what advice would you have for English learners?
I have 2 advice, and one of the advice is don't be afraid to make mistakes. Period. My English is not perfect still now. Like, he's correcting me every day, but the most important thing is just like just say, as long as they understand you what you want to say, that's all you need. Like perfect English doesn't exist.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I still do like walk through my with using English, and I'm in the community with using English. So yeah, just be confident and don't be afraid.
And your second piece of advice?
My second piece of advice is, if you go study abroad, find a purpose other than just learning English, because ultimately English is just a tool.
Yeah.
And English is a mutual language, so you can't just learn English. You have to actually use English. So by having, maybe like, it can be your hobbies, it can be what you want to try there, like just jump into those communities and use English. That helps you keep your motivation, because you're actually into those things, so it's kind of hard to lose purpose that way. So yeah, just have some kind of different purpose other than English, like what you want to do using English is the important things.
Cool. Thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, and if you have more comments or questions about learning English or any other questions that we can probably answer, then hit them below. Until next time, I'm Dante.
I'm Haruna.
This is Ty. We're the Huskies. See ya.